So yeah, you have to load your chat up. Doesn't work on here. Top chat, live chat. I don't know. See if it says we're live. Go to our channel and see if it says we're live. Oh, it says one person's watching. How's it going?
Oh, there it is. Now it's there.
Oh, okay. All right, we had to do things a little differently tonight. Because we have my daughter here, so she is watching Barbie on her tablet beside us. So we couldn't go lock ourselves in our office like we normally do. So we thought we would sit on our couch and do a vlog like we used to on our couch.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while since we sat on the couch. So I've been doing daily vlogs lately, just kind of answering questions, hanging out, just, you know, talk and mingle with all the people. And answering some questions we've got through Instagram and whatever. And it's been fun. I was going to do one today as usual. I've been doing them for, the last 3 days? Mm-hmm. But I thought, you know, it would be nice if we did one tonight and actually brought this one with us. So she hasn't been in them for a while, so thought it'd be nice to bring Crystal back for one.
I listened to them on my way home from school, though.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So she brought the watch in the other day.
I did.
I actually have it right beside the couch. This is the Citizen Eco Drive. I don't know if you can see it with the diamonds all the way around. It's pretty cool. Eco Drive, so they run off the power of the sun and it gets stored into a capacitor. But when that capacitor runs out, they're very expensive to replace. But I did learn in the last couple months that you can actually buy a battery to put in place of the capacitor, so it's not as expensive as of a fix. So it's a little tip for you. If you are buying Eco Drives, don't be so scared of buying them now because they can replace the capacitor with a battery. Well, FYI. It's funny, my daughter's over there with the big Beats headphones on, watching Barbie. Yeah. Eating chips. So how's everyone doing? What have you guys been doing? Have you guys enjoyed the daily vlogs? Do you have any questions? I finished our FBA today. I put it all into one big 80-pound box. It's gigantic.
Yeah.
It's going to be heavy. It wouldn't fit my car, so we have to actually load it into the Jeep tomorrow. And UPS is open tomorrow, so that's good. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, using our cell phone like we used to, it's kind of crazy. I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird. Can everyone hear us okay? So I don't know. What do you want to talk about? No one's really talking, so Crystal's been at school.
Yes.
Been busy with that.
Taking classes and working there.
Yes,
So,
got a job there as well.
yeah, so it's very busy.
Yeah, but we did find some time to go picking together.
Yeah, we did last night, didn't we? Yeah, we went last night.
Was it last night?
Yeah, it was last night when we got dog food.
My days are just mixed.
Yeah.
They all blend.
They do.
Yeah, we went last night, and you picked up the 3 board games, right? There was the old vintage one, there was a Penguins with Ice, and there was another one. All of them were incomplete.
No, of course they were.
That's the chance you take when you get board games. They were all incomplete. What else did we get? We got 2 books, and they were complete.
There wasn't any pages ripped out.
No names or anything written in it. Yeah, so they went in there. So we can take them back, those board games, or we can just leave them in the pile, which we'll probably do. So what else? What are our plans this weekend?
I don't know. It's supposed to be cold. Might be staying indoors.
Yes. We read on Facebook, somebody said minus 65.
Which I don't believe.
I don't
that's
believe it either.
ridiculous.
I looked at our long-term forecast and it didn't say anything.
I mean, I can see it hitting like the minus 30s with the wind chill, but not.
Yeah, I think there was a minus 20 something day. So with the wind chill, it might get around minus 30, but to over double that.
I can't see that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sales today. I picked up a 16-port Ethernet networking. It's not a router. I guess it's similar to a router. We sold it today. We picked it up for $3.99 and sold it today for $95 American on Amazon. So 95 American, that's like what, like 130 Canadian. So $3.99 into 130 Canadian is pretty good. Mm-hmm. What else did we sell today? We sold 2 things on Amazon. Oh, we sold a sandwich maker. It was called the El Diablo, the devil. And
yeah, I saw that. It has like horns.
It does. It has horns, and you put your sandwich in it and you cook it, and then your sandwich comes out. It doesn't have the horns on it, or does it? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that was just on the actual plate.
The plate, yeah.
Around it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that sold. I think we got like $25 for it or something like that. And we only paid $3 for it. And there was one other thing. Oh, tablets. So
yes, I saw that.
We're selling more tablets. Also eBay. Did you get the eBay thing on your phone?
Oh, wasn't it a router thing?
It was another router. Computer parts go really good. This one was a little weird though. The person writes me from like Iowa, and they're like, "How about $40 American and free shipping?" So I'm like, "Okay, we paid $3.99 for it. Shipping is going to be around like what, $15? So we'll be like $20 into this thing. So $40 American works out to like $60 Canadian. So I'm like, yeah, I could do that. So I said okay, and I accepted their $40. I sent them an invoice with $0 shipping and just $40 for the total for the item. And they wrote me about 5 minutes later, and they're like, "Can you send me an invoice?" I said I just did. They said, "Okay, well, it doesn't reflect the free shipping." So I sent it again. They said, "I got it again, but it doesn't have free shipping." And I'm looking at it, and it says free shipping. So I sent it again and again.
Oh.
Yeah, I kept sending it over and over. And I took a screenshot to show the person, like, I'm not lying, right? And then they said, "Okay, why don't we wait a couple days and see if it works itself out?" And then, actually, that was right before I jumped in the shower. And when I got out of the shower, there was a payment. So they must have received the actual invoice and then paid for it. Yeah, that was a weird one. Another one was a German sale. The person bought like a TV headset thing, and they only paid like $22 for it. And they didn't even ask what the shipping rate was going to be to Germany from Canada. Mm-hmm. I guess they figured $5. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they just did a buy it now. And when they did the buy it now, they requested an invoice. So I went on to the Canada Post website. I measured the item. I weighed the item, and I went to the website and I put in all the dimensions, and it said like $35, $40 minimum to ship it to Germany. So I sent them an invoice with like the $40 for the shipping, and they wrote me back and said, "No, I don't want it. It's too much for shipping." And I'm like, why would you not ask first what shipping is and just guess it's going to be like $5? Like, it's so stupid. So anyways, I said, okay, no problem. I'll do a refund. So I went to refund, and it came to, oh, hi, Claudette.
Hi.
Power Picker.
Hi,
How's
guys.
it going?
How's it going?
Good, it's going.
It shows up on your screen.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. So yeah, I went to cancel the order, and it took me to the German eBay. It took me to the Germany eBay. Everything's in German. I can only read a little bit of German, not a lot, but not enough to get by. So I wrote them, and they opened a case up saying that they wanted to refund it. So once they opened the case, there's nothing I could do at this point. So what I did was I just wrote them and said, "I can't cancel it until you close the case." So they apparently closed the case. And once they closed the case, I tried to cancel it again, and now it won't let me cancel it. So this went on for, it's been like since before Christmas. Like, it must be like 3 weeks now. And So today I still couldn't cancel it, so I just opened up a case that said the person hasn't paid for the item yet, and then after a few days, once that ends, then they'll just close the case for me, and then I'll get our fees refunded to us. They might get a ding against them, but I mean, they opened a case against me before they even asked, to could you refund me or whatever. If they just would have done that, I could have canceled it, but instead they went right and opened up a case, which I guess screwed them in the end, so their problem, I guess. So, yeah, I know.
It's getting uncomfortable.
Our camera.
Yay. Hi, sorry, we're back.
Ugh.
At least I think we're back.
Today I was playing on Twitch. I had like 40 minutes before I had to leave. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go on Twitch. I don't have time for anything else. So I went on Twitch and I played some Black Ops and it like died. The internet died. And then I restarted it. It died again. I restarted it. It died. I just left it. The other day during my live vlog, I was like 3 minutes in talking and then it died.
That must be what happens to the kids. I guess now we know what happens to them.
Yeah, it died. But sometimes we vlog downstairs for an hour and we don't get interrupted. So I don't know.
I don't know if it's video games or
But
what.
yeah, well, you know what's funny? The PlayStation went off, like to the network for PlayStation went off, but my phone was still connected, the computer was still connected.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's the like.
But then YouTube just messed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. We need that booster. The kids brought that back,
Yeah,
right?
it's upstairs on the dresser. I got it that far.
But yeah. So yeah, I don't know, some internet issues. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So anyways. Yeah, we're sitting on the couch. I want to lean back, but because it's on Megabox.
No, I know. That's
can't
kind of what
really.
I want to do too, but.
We look like Beetlejuice with the shrunken heads. So anyways, So what's everyone doing? Talk to us.
Yeah.
Let's
Tell
see
us
what's
how your
going
week
on.
was.
Gerald was in there, you said?
Yeah, but I don't. That would have been on that other,
Oh, okay.
right? So I don't know if he made it over to this one.
Yeah, I've been out thrifting a couple times this week, and Gerald, he's local to us, and he said if he ever sees us, he'll say hi. So every time I'm out, kind of like looking over my shoulder, you know what I mean? And if some guy starts like walking towards me, I'm kind of like, here we go, this is gonna be, and then they just walk right by. No, that wasn't. I was thinking that the other day. Some of these YouTubers get recognized in public. We've never been, well, obviously we're not big enough to be recognized in public. I have been recognized for playing in the band, though. I was at a gas station.
Yes, I remember.
And somebody was actually playing our CD in their car. Like, as at the back pump, they were at the other side in front. And, yeah, they actually came over with their CD case. And they're like, hey, could you sign this for me? So I actually signed it. It was funny because they were listening to the CD as I'm pumping gas beside them. So that was kind of neat. Maybe we'll become big YouTubers one day. We always ask the question, do you guys like the personal aspect of our vlogs, or do you like the reselling aspect of our vlogs? And recently we put out a vlog that was almost like more of a personal. We went out to Fort Henry and we saw some cool light stuff, and like no one's really watched the video. No one's really had any interaction with that video. But then I went and I did like 3 or 4 live vlogs myself, and we're getting a lot more likes and stuff. So I'm guessing, but in our earlier videos, people were only watching the beginnings.
The intro, yeah.
Yeah, the openings for our videos. So I don't know. That's why I thought people liked that better, but now it seems the opposite. So I don't know.
Maybe it's the category that you have videos listed in. Like I know we went with like educational ones.
We're putting it under style and how to or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's what we've kind of been keeping it under. Yeah, that's kind of been our norm lately.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Every time we go to just people and vlogs, we get like spammers.
No, I know. But I mean, I don't know if that helps build you up, maybe, and you just have to deal with all the trolls.
Trolls. Clay Douglas. Trolls. If you guys don't know who Clay Douglas is, you should look him up. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
There we go. Mix it up, I guess. Yeah, that's what we kind of do. We've been mixing it up. In our vlogs, we kind of have the intro with the personal, and then we kind of do the reselling after that. So we kind of do a mix of both. For a while there, we were thinking of just getting rid of almost the reselling and just doing the personal.
Which I guess would take us to a different... a
different category. Yeah. But, I don't know. I think the reselling's fun.
It is.
But, like Casey, Rockstar Flipper, he's got his, I think it's Adventures in Paris, which is his alternate site to Rockstar Flipper. A little advertisement there for Casey. I see him, he's on my Facebook. He's one of my friends on Facebook. Yeah, so. And Reezy does a lot of personal stuff, too. He homeschools his daughter.
He was starting to do that.
He did something, and correct me if I'm wrong, he waxed his nose hair the other day, which is nothing to do with selling books on Amazon, but it was more like the personal aspect of it, and yeah, it was pretty cool to see somebody do something different like that, I guess. But
so maybe we should try that.
Yeah, maybe we should wax Xavier's.
Yeah, we'll pick on the kids.
We'll go upstairs with the kids and just ambush them.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
But yeah, so we have an FBA shipment ready to go for tomorrow. I have picked up a few eBay items, which I kind of showed over the last couple days. Well, a few. I don't know. I showed Crystal those watches, but she didn't seem to. I don't know. Not too excited about them.
Flashy. I'm just worried I'm gonna blind somebody.
They're very. They look like diamonds.
Yeah.
And it's funny when I looked them up in the store. They were $75 on Amazon. So I was like, okay, they were like $11 each at the store. So I picked them both up, and then I get home and I go to eBay and they're like $20 each on eBay. So I'm gonna try to find the listing on Amazon and try to sell them on Amazon. We always get more on Amazon than we do on eBay for stuff. Yeah. So, but there was so many. There's like the one with the pink band, the blue band, the black band, this band. Successful at reselling, so I think you need to include it in your videos. Yes, yeah, we do pretty good with the reselling. It is our job, you know, so we do kind of know it.
Yeah, I think we'd have to create a whole new channel if we were going to do the whole personal thing, because if the subscribers that we have here, that's kind of, we assume, is what they're looking for. Stuff on reselling and thrifting and
that's right,
and everything else. So.
Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of YouTubers too with the reselling, and they're really good at what they do and everything. But the knowledge of antiques and collectibles and stuff like that, not ordinary everyday stuff, you know what I mean? Like, if you find like a, even if you just go through and find a CD that's like rap, I'm trying to think, it's not death rap. It's the really heavy rap. I forget what it's called. But anyways, if you find that stuff, it's really good. If you find the death metal, gothic stuff for CDs, it's really good. It's all these little hidden things. But if you find like just an average country CD or average Rush CD or whatever, it's not going to be worth anything. If you find punk records go really good. Again, country records, not so good. Your average rock record, not so. But you have to find the obscure stuff, and it's all these little things that I guess I've picked up along the way. I don't know, just kind of learn as you go along. So yeah, we do have a bit more of a knowledge just from, you know, a lot of people who jump into the reselling business. It's like they probably watched a lot of YouTube videos, and they're like, okay, I get the scanner, because this is what we tell people: get the scanner. Go scan for Amazon, and, you know, if it's worth money, sell it. Buy it and sell it, you know. But it's things like if you get, like, I don't even know. Like, there's so many different things out there. We were talking about the flower the plant stand from the mid 1800s worth about $2,000 the other day. The Fenton dish that was worth about what, $800 or whatever it was. You know, all these things like that have just come from experience for me. Like Group of Seven.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
You can kind of see the waves.
The bottom of
You can
the
see
picture.
the bottom of Casson Lake. If you don't know what Group of Seven is, there's something for you to learn. You'll never find one, but even the prints are worth some money. I've actually touched one before. I've seen two real ones, but I've actually touched. I was at this rich person's house when I worked for an auction company years ago, and like I'm talking, they had, I think it was 12 bedrooms downstairs. They had an elevator. They had a print press. They had the bathroom was like bigger than our house. It was crazy. And in the bathroom, you would walk through and there was actually one of those push cabinets. And when you push it, it takes you down a back staircase and into their own personal gym. And if you walk down through that hallway, it takes you right down to the lake. It was pretty awesome. But being personal will make you
real, not phony.
You need to include as well. Yes. Yeah, that's right. And I think it's fun to mix it up, the personal with the reselling. So I guess if we're going to continue with the reselling on YouTube, then we got to talk about reselling.
Yes, but there's always going to be a personal aspect.
Yeah,
to
we'll
it.
always add that in as well.
Yeah.
But I think the last one we did with all the Fort Henry stuff, Henry. I think it maybe had a little bit too much, or
I don't know. I don't really think so. We've had like our Algonquin Park had a lot of personal in it.
Yeah, that's true. We had a lot of comments on that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Good to hear. But yeah, so I was at this big giant mansion and they were selling it, and they had a little picture on the wall, a real painting, and I said to the owner, I'm like, is that a Group of Seven? And she goes, yeah. And I said, are you putting that in the auction? She goes, no, I'm taking that with me. And I walked over to it and I touched it. And I'm like, I actually touched a real Group of Seven painting. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. So we have two prints. We have the AJ Cast and we have a Tom Thompson as well. So kids and their electronics these days, I tell you.
Yeah.
My daughter's 5. Why is no one else chatting? I don't know. I don't know. You know, we have a hard time on YouTube with people chatting. When we go on Instagram, we have a lot of people chatting and talking to us. But lately, we've just kind of done YouTube. We haven't really done any live Instagram. So normally we would have Instagram and YouTube going at the same time. But lately, we've just been doing YouTube. So more, maybe more content specific for our YouTube followers.
Yeah.
And I did put on Instagram today that we were going live, and like 30 people have liked it or something like that, I think. And
our links in the bio.
Links in the bio and everything, but I think once they're on Instagram, they're just on Instagram and that's it. So I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I find a lot of people watch our videos after the fact. Another thing is the post notifications. When we go live, people don't get alerted. Even Crystal doesn't get
on
alerted.
my own YouTube account. I don't get alerts.
And you are subscribed and have the notifications on, right?
And I get alerts for other things that I'm subscribed to. So that's what I don't understand, which kind of bugs me.
YouTube have it in for us. They don't want us to succeed.
Oh, we got a thumbs up. Yay.
Thank you. Yeah, so what else can we talk about quickly here? I don't know. Weekend's just going to be family time, really. And then Monday...
I got homework to do.
Monday you got homework to do?
No, this weekend I have homework to do. That's my weekend.
Monday, or this weekend, I'm probably going to post some eBay stuff while the kids are playing video games and watching Barbie and stuff like that. Yeah, and then Monday it's back to the grind. I don't know. See what happens. I gotta actually sit in my office. I have not sat in my office since the beginning of December. Yeah, since before Christmas. and I have to actually sit down and pull some stuff and actually get some work done. My computer wasn't even on for like 3 weeks. That's the nice thing with reselling, though, right? You can just kind of...
Yeah, just let it ride for a bit.
Yeah. Is it cold there in the north? It's freezing here. Well, where are you?
She says I'm in the north.
Oh, you're in the north. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the north as well. We are in around the Kingston area. So I think right now it's -12, and then you have the wind chill on top of that. So probably what, like -18 right now? Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe -20. It was cold this morning, I tell you.
Oh, it was cold this morning.
Oh, yeah. It was really cold.
Yeah.
I let the dog out, and the dog goes outside. It does not want to come in. It's -25 this morning, and the dog's just outside, just throwing the soccer ball.
Yeah, he's like a polar bear.
Yeah, he's like a big polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it is cold. It's getting colder. We saw a thing on Facebook. Now, we were just talking about this earlier. I don't know if it's real, but somebody wrote it's going to hit -65. But we've looked in the weather apps, and we can't find anything to do with -65.
That, yeah.
You know. That'd be a little too much, I think. That's when, I don't think it's ever hit -65.
No,
I know people think Canada's really cold, but it's not -65.
Not that cold. I don't even, like you said, I don't even know if it gets that cold in like Alaska.
Yeah, I don't know what Alaska.
It might with the wind chill, I guess, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I think I remember like -40. Yeah, I think -40.
Yeah.
I think is pretty common.
We've probably hit -40, but
yeah.
I don't know. Apparently your skin freezes in like 2 minutes. If it's like, what did I say? -47 to like 55. Your skin freezes in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's when you just don't go out.
Mm-hmm.
-17 here, 29 this morning.
Yeah,
I'm an hour north of Huntsville in the town of Sunbridge. Okay, cool. Ah, you're the nice cottage country up there. I like it up there. You got some bears going on up there, and you know what? Growing up as a kid in the country, I grew up only 20 minutes north of Kingston, and we were always in the bush, and we knew there was wolves, we knew there was coyotes, and we knew there was bears. Now, we have black bears, not grizzly bears, so that's okay. Black bears normally run away unless they're with their cub, and then they'll attack you, but you just keep your distance. But I was never aware of, I guess 2 things. Pumas? We have pumas here. I did not know that.
What do you call them? Cougars?
Cougars, yes.
Mountain lion.
Mountain lion, cougar, puma. Yeah, we have these things, and these things are huge. Well, you guys probably have seen pictures or have seen a mountain lion, even at the zoo, maybe. I had no idea these were around here. Not a clue. I actually saw one sitting on the edge of the water a couple of years ago, and yeah, I turned around to take a picture of it, and it was gone. Big black cat. Another friend of mine said he saw one crossing the road by the dump. I don't know, 40 minutes from here. And he said the tail was on one side of the road and the tip of the nose was on the other side of the road. That's how long it was. Now, these are country roads.
Yeah,
it's not like a highway.
They're narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't think it's like the
yeah,
the big double lanes or anything.
Right. And the other would be a fisher. I never really knew much about fishers,
Fishers are awful.
yeah, fishers, they're kind of like a weasel, kind of like a ferret,
nasty.
but they're like on steroids, and they'll rip you apart.
They will. And they're the noise they make too is awful. Like they're just, they're not.
I've seen one fisher. It was like 2 a.m. I was driving, I think, through Kingston, and I saw something run across the road, and it ran straight up a fence and over. And I'm talking probably a 10-foot fence. It was just whoop right over. Yeah. It didn't even stop. It was just right over that fence. It was crazy. So, yeah. That's our animal talk. But yeah, up by Huntsville. That's some nice country. We go to Algonquin a lot. We like it up there.
Mm-hmm. Which we haven't done in a while.
We were supposed to go like 4 times since then. They're rare to see bears, deer, moose, etc.
Fishers are ugly. Yes, they are.
The moose.
So ugly.
We love seeing moose up north. There has been moose around us, but it's like maybe one, and people will be all excited for one. Where up around you, we drive to Algonquin, we see like 3 or 4, you know. So that's kind of cool. It's a nice vacation. It's like a daycation, you know. You leave at like 9 in the morning and you're home by like 10 at night. So,
it's fun.
Yep. Something to do.
Mm-hmm.
We have not picked in Toronto or Ottawa in a while now. It has been a long time. I miss those road trips though. Yeah, I do miss the road trips. Do we have any big plans on going anywhere far? Picking?
I don't know.
Maybe Brockville. Brockville for us is like, what, 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
An hour and a half, something like that. Morrisburg has a pretty cool flea market. Morrisburg, Ontario. But the thing with flea markets, the vendors know what their items are worth. So trying to pick from a vendor who's trying to do the same thing you're doing, it's not easy. You're not really going to make a lot of money off them. But if you can get into like Ottawa or Toronto, when we went to Toronto, a couple years back, there was, I think we hit 4 value villages.
Oh my God.
4 value villages, like 3 GOODWILLs, and this was only like in an 8-hour span.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because Crystal was on the phone and we left one value village and I mapped it to another value village and she was still on the phone when we got to the other value village. Like they're that close to each other.
They were close.
Yeah. For me, value village is my favorite. GOODWILL's good, but it's so hit and miss. You really don't know what you're going to get.
Toulouse is good too. They just need more of them.
Toulouse is good, but I find the stock isn't as good. Like the board games. Hi guys, just got here listening away, listening away. Oh, cool, right on.
Yeah.
Canuck girl, another Canadian. We're trying to get the Canadian content out there. But yeah. It's because of Snapchat. Canuck girl, are you a Vancouver Canucks fan? Or is Canuck in reference to Canada? Yeah, I would like to go on a road trip. Shopping in the bigger cities has more product available. Yes. Yeah. Nope, Ontario. Ontario, right on. That's 3 of us in Ontario in the in the chat. So, yeah, I would say my favorite's Value Village. Toulouse is probably close second, then the GOODWILLs, and then the share centers. Oh, that's awesome. Share centers after that are probably 4th.
Yeah. Something like
that. Me too in Ontario. Oh, nice. Tina.
Yay.
Wow, everyone's from Ontario. This is awesome. So you guys can all relate to the weather. Hi, Canuck girl. How are you? Haven't listened in a long time.
Haven't seen
you in
a long time in here.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta readjust.
Oh, it's okay. I gotta hit our face because we're going all blurry. Yeah, we're doing a different format tonight. We're actually got the cell phone on this giant box. But yeah, so we've just been, just busy with everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. From Quebec.
Oh.
Speak a little about shipping. Can you speak a little bit about shipping? Reselling. My main concern is it's always shipping costs. Okay, shipping costs. You will get it down eventually if you're new to reselling. When I first started on eBay, everything I sold, I did calculated. So you can either set your shipping rate at a certain rate, or you can set it where it calculates for that customer the rate for you. I found that wasn't working too good for me, so I just started setting my own rate for a couple reasons. Another reason is because competing against the Americans, their pricing on shipping is so much lower than ours that I couldn't compete with their shipping. So I started having to take a couple bucks off of what I made and put it towards shipping myself. So if something was $15 to ship, I would charge like $9.99 to ship. Now you're getting paid that $9.99 in American money, so call it $10. You're looking at about $14. It was $15 to ship Canadian. So in the end, you're really coming out with about the same anyways. That's what I used to do. Now I set the shipping rate just to be competitive with the states. So you can go into eBay and you can put in the dimensions, you can put in the weight. Now, if you're measuring the dimensions, let's say you've sold this Pepsi. You're not going to measure the size of the Pepsi, okay? You're going to measure about an inch on each side extra of the Pepsi because it's going in a box. You're going to wrap it, right? You're going to put stuff around it. So it's going to be bigger. So make sure you give yourself a little bit of extra room. As for weight, kitchen scales. That's all I ever used. I bought a really ghetto kitchen scale and I still have it. It's beat to hell. But it worked. It worked. And it put it in grams and I have to like transfer it into like...
Convert it.
Yeah, convert it into pounds and everything. But it worked. So you can do it that way. But I always found they came up a little short. So maybe give it a little bit extra weight. Give it a few more inches. That's what I'd suggest. Or just set the rate yourself. So if I was shipping this Pepsi, you guys all know how heavy a Pepsi is. To the States, for us to mail anything, you're looking at least $10 to mail this. It would be small packet air without tracking. Be about $14, $15 to have it track small packet air. Track small packet air. So $15 to mail this to the States. So if I ask for $9.99 to ship this to the States, like I said, that's $10, $14 Canadian. It's going to work out. Shouldn't get into eBay, but the shipping scares the hell out of me. I've been doing a lot of local sales. Don't let shipping scare you. Shipping is actually really, really easy, okay? Here's what you do. Go to Canada Post, go to their website, okay? And go find a rate, okay? And what you're going to do is just put in dimensions, just to figure it out, okay? So find something you're selling, like this Pepsi can. Say it comes in at half a pound, okay? So put it in at half a pound. Put in the measurements, measure an extra inch or 2 inches on each side. Put it in. And then Google postal codes for like BC. Because the most expensive you're going to find is going out west to BC. So it's like a V. It starts with a V. You'll find it. Scares me. Plus I make way more online. Yes, you'll make more online on eBay and Amazon just because you have a bigger audience. When you're doing local sales, our biggest local sales site here is like 42,000 people. Mm-hmm. When I put something on eBay, my audience is what, over 1 million? Amazon's over 1 million. So yeah, you have a bigger audience. But there are going to be fees as well. Do you use Canada Post or UPS to send to Amazon? If you're in Canada, sending to the Canada Amazon warehouse, FBA, use UPS. So in your shipping options at the very end, it'll say a partnered program with UPS. That's what you want to do. It'll calculate it all for you, and you don't pay anything out of your bank or anything. It comes off of your Amazon account. FBA, yes, use UPS.
I know I need to get over it and just do it.
Shipping is not hard, guys. I just print off the label. I don't use all the eBay labels and all that stuff. What I do is I use our printer and I just copy their address. I put in my own address and I print it on a piece of paper. I cut it out, arts and crafts time, and I pack up the box. Go to the dollar store, guys. You buy tape at the dollar store. You buy the wrap at the dollar store. Stop by the liquor store. They've always got so many boxes. They just want rid of them. Where else? Food stores have extra boxes. Shoppers Drug Mart here, they have a whole dumpster full of boxes. If you go behind Rio Cans or malls, normally there's a dumpster for every store.
Diving.
Go dumpster diving for boxes, definitely. That's how we moved our first move.
Yeah.
We just dumpster dove for boxes. So you get free boxes, dollar store tape, and dollar store wrap.
You can also get the envelopes too.
You can get bubble mailers there too.
Grocery store. Oh, Tim Hortons has really good ones.
There you go, Tim Hortons. Yeah, boxes are really easy to find, guys. And a lot of the times, you're not going to find a box that's going to fit the item. So wrap your item again. If it's our Pepsi can, wrap it up and everything, and then make your box. Make your box around it. It's real easy. All you do is cut a square around this Pepsi can, okay? And then you're just going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4 flaps. Okay, and then you just fold them all up, and then you stick a top on it, wrap it in your dollar store wrap, the brown, what do they call it, craft paper wrap?
My eBay is
Canadian currency, but the buyer's seeing the listing in US, or I have to change it. If you have the opportunity, see, I'm in Canada, I don't use EBAY.CA. I don't use the Canadian eBay. Log on to eBay on the American site, and it should put all of your currency into American. Because let's say somebody from the States wants to buy something and you have it on for $25 Canadian. They're like, okay, $25, that's fine, and they buy it. Now, if you have it for $25 American, they're going to be like, okay, $25, and they'll buy it. Like, to them, the Canadian and the American, it doesn't really process. Yeah, they don't really process. And if they're like really far out there, like international in Germany, they really have no clue. They'll just pay whatever. So yeah, if you can sell in American money, sell in American money. You're gonna end up making more, and that's the nice thing about selling in Canada. You're gonna end up making more in the long run, because once you do that conversion, you're getting a few extra bucks, as long as the exchange rate stays good.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep your eye on that.
Mm-hmm. So shipping, guys, it is easy. I mean, everyone probably fears shipping when they first start, but it's not that big of a deal. Once you get into it, you do not list on Canada eBay? Nope. No, I list on eBay.com. Yeah, we do all of our listings on eBay.com. I learned that from the market I worked at, and you're going to make the extra money in the long run using the American site. The Canadian site, when I was using it there for a while, but it seemed to, I don't know, it was kind of months behind the American site. So if they did a change on the American site, it would take months before the Canadian site. So when they changed over the dashboard to the new crappy dashboard on eBay, I don't like their new format. The Canadian eBay actually didn't even do that for a long time. So you could go on there and actually use the old one on the Canadian just to do all the paperwork, and then you go list on the American. Yep.
So what would, I guess this is a question that I don't understand.
Okay.
What would be the significance of signing up on eBay.com? Like, what's the difference? Is the audience different?
I don't know if the audience is different. I don't think the audience is different, because we get buyers on .com from Canada and the States and Germany and everything.
So everybody can still see the listing. It's just how you...
It's just the platform, and it will say...
and what the currency is.
Yeah, and the currency will be different as well. Yeah. Yes, it's the same account. I didn't sign up for 2 accounts. I can just use my eBay account on both.
Technically use them interchangeably then.
Yep. Yeah, it'll work on both. But when I went to the German site the other day to do that refund, it wouldn't let me log on to the German eBay.
So when you're on .com, it's just putting in a US currency. When you're on .ca, it's Canadian currency.
Yeah, that's the way I found it, yeah. Or if I look at my listings, it'll show all my listings in the Canadian currency as well. So it's like $25 American or like $34.92 Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, it does tell you that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It tells you what you'll get.
Yeah, but
I think
think
what you set your US at.
Yep, that's right. So, but I always sell on the American site. Go give it a try. It's really the same thing. It's not going to be it's not going to be really any different. Yeah. Give it a shot.
Try anything.
Try anything. Try it all. Have fun. Yeah. We also sell on Amazon.com, and we sell on Amazon.ca. It's funny because all of our fees for Amazon.ca come off of our Amazon.com. And we haven't sold anything on Amazon.com lately. So they actually took fees out. When you shop on eBay.ca, you get a lot of American sellers. Yeah, that's right. I think because there's so many more American sellers. There's so many more American sellers. If you go on YouTube, check out all the American sellers and see how many Canadian sellers you find. There's no comparison. It's so funny to watch the American sellers. It's like, yeah, I bought this pair of jeans for like 50 cents. and I sold them for $10, and I'm gonna ship them for free. And it's like, how did you make money? For us, it's like, okay, jeans at Value Village, $15, $14.99, and then to ship it's gonna be another $15. You're up to $30. So you're up to $30, and it's like they just sold them for $10 shipped. It's like, that's crazy. We were considering wrapping our items and taking them over to the U.S. and mailing them in the U.S. for, first of all, faster service. Second of all, everything's tracked, which is awesome. Here you have to pay for tracking. You have to get the small packet tracked. And it's always, a good, $6, $7 more? And when the strike was on for Canada Post, I was tracking everything. Great, you guys are sharing with us. Yeah, no problem. If you have any questions, just, shoot us a message anytime. But yeah, shipping's just a part of the business, and you'll get used to it.
You'll learn what works for you.
Yeah. And, you're never going to get shipping right. You're going to charge, $9.99 to ship something, and it's going to turn out to be like $15. You're just going to eat a little bit of the cost. You're going to eat
the cost, yeah. I think that's what we've kind of learned, or that's what we do.
That's right. But, we make so much on the item, it doesn't matter.
That's right. You just kind of have to find that balance, I guess.
The worst was Amazon. We first started selling magazines. We were selling magazines for like $15, and we thought we were doing great because we were selling tons and tons, till we started to have to ship them.
Yeah.
Because we were doing it merchant fulfilled.
And this was on
Amazon.com. Oh my God. They were paying us, I think it was $2 to ship a magazine. Now in the States, that's media mail, and it was like $2 for someone to mail a magazine in the States. They were charging us at Canada Post about $15 to $16 to mail a magazine that we just got paid $15 for. We lost some money in the beginning learning how to use Amazon. That's for sure.
And then even when we were doing FBA.
Oh God, yeah. That brings us back to that other question. Do you use UPS or do you use Canada Post to ship your FBAs to the center? When we were using Canada Post to mail boxes, we were paying about $80 to ship 2 boxes to the center in Brampton, which is a couple hours down the road. What was that?
If it's in US dollars, you should be able to recoup some of shipping there as well.
Yes, that's right.
That's just it too. We gain there as well.
Yeah, and then they hit you with the fees. Yeah, that's why we've kind of made the rule: don't sell anything that's under like $20. If you sell anything under $20, you're really on a fine line there. $10 to $15 to ship it. Then you've got fees. If you sell something for $20, you're probably paying $6 in fees. You know what I mean?
Yes. Today I ship a Boston Bruins cost
$1.14.
$1.14. Sold $15, $9 shipping, but it cost me $15.72.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a mug, yeah. Yeah, so there's a really fine line, and think about the fees that you're going to be charged by if you sold it on Amazon or eBay. They're going to charge for a $15 sale. You're probably kicking $4 or $5 right from the hop. They're going to charge you for posting it. They're going to charge you when it sells, a seller final value fee. They're going to charge you now a shipping fee. And you know why they now do the shipping fee? Back in my day, back in the old days, people would sell a record. And the record was like a $3,000 record, okay? So they would sell the record for 1 penny. The person would buy the record for 1 penny. And there was only a fee for selling it at 1 penny. But shipping was set at, what did I say the record was? $3,000? Okay, so if it's a $3,000 record, shipping was $3,000. And the actual record on eBay was 1 penny. So people weren't paying fees on shipping, they were paying the fees on the 1 penny, which what is the percentage on 1 penny?
Gotcha.
So people were like getting away with murder. They were really saving so much money in fees because there was no shipping fee. So eBay got smart to it, and that's why we all now pay shipping fees. Because we could list this Coke can for 1 penny and put the shipping at, well, I guess Coke can's not worth a lot. How about this S9 Plus.
No. Mine's not a plus. Yours is a plus.
Oh, mine's the Plus yours. Okay, still, it's like a $900 phone. It's a $900 phone. Shipping would be $900, and the actual phone would sell for 1 penny. So we would get feed on 1 penny, and no fees on the 900. So that's why we all pay for a shipping fee now. So to all those people out there who were scamming at the beginning,
thanks.
you're welcome. I was in eBay and I saw that all the time, and yeah, there was no shipping fee when I started. Actually, for the first couple of years, there was no shipping fee. People suck sometimes. Yes, people will find the system and they will play it any way they can.
The game, I think.
Yeah, any way they can save money or make money. That's what they'll do. So, yeah. So what else? Back to shipping. Yeah, not much else I can really say about shipping. The best way is just go to Canada Post website and you can pretend to ship something to the States or Canada.
Do you still sell magazines on eBay? Luckily, I only got burned on one because I thought shipping those to US would be close to Canada Post letter mail. I was sadly mistaken.
Yeah, by weight. So it's because of the weight. Magazines are actually heavier than you think.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to. They used to have something called light packet, and you would pay about $5. They've now got rid of that. So it's got to go small packet air. Magazines are anywhere from $10 to $15 for us to ship. Do I sell magazines still? Not really. I buy magazines for local auctions. Tattoo magazines.
Yeah.
I find tattoo magazines go really good. Biker magazines go really good. And as you guys probably heard, Playboy magazines. I bought like the second largest collection in the area at one point from some. So the guy who ran the market, his partner bought them. The other guy walked in and said, "We can't have these at the store. What are we gonna do with these? We can't put them on the floor." So I said, "I'll buy them." So I think I paid I think it was $800, and I sold the first year, which was like 1957, and I recouped all my money just on those. And we're still selling them to this day. But if you take magazines, it's even at Amazon, it's hard. Needlepoint magazines, yeah. Yeah, needlepoint magazines, yeah. Any kind of craft magazines like that, that's good. Hobby stuff, if you get like a Warhammer or Star Trek, things like that. You know, first editions like Maxim magazine first, FHM first, that would probably be okay. But yeah, for the most part, we sold a lot of magazines, but in the end, actually, we had one really, really good sale with magazines. Do you remember it?
Oh yes. Are you talking about the one to
Hawaii?
Hawaii. Right?
Some guy in Hawaii bought, I think it was 50 Playboy magazines from us. And we sold them for about $15 a piece.
That was great.
So that was good. And I mean, shipping was probably like $60, but in the end, we made we made some money. Yeah.
I find too that like when you ship more, it costs less. Like if it's
yeah, that's right. Well, it's funny because like even with this big giant Amazon box, I think they said it was $40. Where if we use Canada Post, it would have been like double that for 2 smaller boxes. Yeah.
Awesome. I have a bunch of modern drummer mags too.
So, do you sell on Amazon or do you sell on eBay? With Amazon, it's going to be hard to find magazines, but you can use the app and just scan the cover and it'll actually find the magazine by the cover. Just eBay. eBay do have the new scanning feature on their app. Try scanning the covers. It might save a lot of time trying to find that magazine. I know with Amazon, too nervous to try Amazon? No.
I think we were nervous to try Amazon too.
But the thing with Amazon,
you just have to do it.
You can start for free. There is no fees to start with Amazon. So go on and list 10 items on Amazon. Make sure they're, you know, $25, $30 to start off with, because they're not going to pay you jack for shipping. Just think their shipping's going to be $4 on whatever you're mailing. So don't go buying fridges and stuff.
Amazon sets the shipping.
Yeah, and it sucks. You're going to get $4 for pretty much whatever you're mailing. So make sure your item's around like $30, $25, $30 minimum. Okay, go to Value Village, scan a bunch of things, pick up 5 items, sign up with Amazon, do a merchant fulfilled. And once you do a merchant fulfilled as it sells, you're just going to wrap it up like you do eBay. It's really easy. Listing so much easier. You don't have to worry about pictures. Just a short little description. I can post 5 items on Amazon for every 1 item I can post on eBay. Our dog's having a nightmare.
He's sleeping. He's dreaming. Not nightmare. He's dreaming.
So you can do Amazon for free. Just start off with like 5 items just to get you in the groove, just to get a feel for the system. And you don't have to pay a monthly fee. Then when you start rolling in the bucks, it's $40, I think, a month. But you know what? I haven't even seen that fee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start that way before diving into FBA. Yes.
Just to get a feel for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Once you do merchant fulfilled on Amazon, you'll get used to the platform, which is now changing, I see. They're actually changing their platform. So now we're going to have to get used to the new one. So you're going to get used to the platform. You're going to get used to how you're going to list it. You're going to get used to how everything works. You're going to get used to the app on the phone and everything. And it's not going to cost you a monthly fee. It's going to be free. And then once you're used to everything and you're going to see how easy it is, you're going to start rolling with it and get more items on. And then once you start shipping all those out and you're used to Amazon, then you go back to Reseller Life's video and you watch the how to do FBA shipments. And we show you step by step how to do an FBA shipment. It's really easy. I did 80 items today and I have them all packed and ready to go for tomorrow. Well, I guess I cataloged them yesterday and wrapped them today, but that was only 4 hours yesterday. It took us longer to count all this stuff. Okay, you watched it already? Yeah, so you see how easy it is. I explained the whole thing in one video. Like it's really easy. And once you do the merchant fulfilled first, you'll just get used to everything. I think that's the best way to start. Try it out, but you got to find the items first. It's not going to be like eBay. eBay is like the Wild West. You could sell anything you want. With Amazon, make sure when you scan it, if it gives you the price, click sell and make sure that you can actually sell that item. Still feeling panicked? Oh, don't feel panicked. You know what? Worst comes to worst, the whole operation blows up. You start over. What can really go wrong, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely worth a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try. You know, you can't really break it. You go to list, you put in the barcode, and once you put in the barcode, you just follow the steps and away you go. Gotta go, guys. Thanks for this. We'll catch the rest later. Bye. All right, thanks for stopping in.
Yes,
and
thanks for chatting with us.
And she commented on the promo video saying we're going live tonight.
Yeah.
So thanks for showing up.
Yeah. Thanks for the thumbs up.
Yeah, it's been an hour. So. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's been an hour, so we're probably going to take off anyways, guys.
Yeah.
It's 9:30. Yeah, we probably should get going. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you ever have any questions, just go to any of our YouTube videos and... the
dog keeps hitting us.
Yeah, the dog's like smacking. Our dog went from like this to Clifford.
Oh my god, I just said he's 6 months and it's just ridiculous.
It's like we have a polar bear running around the house.
He's bigger than our 3-year-old dog.
3-year-old shepherd, yeah.
Yeah, or 4. Xavier told me he was 4.
Right. Back to laundry and listing. Yeah. Nice. That sounds like every day of my life.
Yeah.
It's in a box. Of 95 CDs and nothing has sold yet on Amazon. Nothing has sold yet. Is your pricing competitive? That's the main thing, is matching, pricing. Yeah. Make sure you match prices. Make sure they're the lowest. Yeah, make sure your pricing is the lowest on Amazon, or at least competitive, or at least matched the lowest. And always check the count. If you just send in a CD with a 2 million count, it's going to be forever to sell if it ever sells. You have to make sure that count is anywhere, I would say on CDs, 400,000. I wouldn't buy a CD with anything higher than 300,000 or 400,000, and I would make sure I was the lowest. It is the lowest, okay. And the counts, are they good? Like, are they good CDs? Another thing you can do is go into the keywords. So go back into your listing. When you first list an item on Amazon, it's not going to give you all these extra categories, okay? So go back into edit your item, and now you're going to see a bunch of extra tabs, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to go under 100K, okay. So go into those extra tabs, and under keywords and platinum keywords, put every keyword you can think of. Copy the title and paste it in there. Put CD, music, rap, country, whatever is related to that CD, put it in the keywords. Put it in the key.
It helps it show up in the search.
It will help it show up in the search. That's right. And on Google, it'll help it show up in Google as well.
True.
So make sure you go into edit, and this is for every CD. Edit, look at the extra tabs, find the keyword search, put it all in, and even there's a description box. Even if you copy and paste the title in there, and then just put country CD, and in your description, which you would have had on the first time you posted it, make sure you put a little description. If it's used. If it's new, you can't. But if it's used, just put in, great condition, tested, plays without any issues, no cracks in the jewel case, stuff like that. Really talk it up. I even finished with low price and fast shipping. I put that in every one of my listings. Low price, fast shipping. Yeah, try that out and let us know how it goes. But the keyword searches, when I have something that isn't selling, I'll go into the keyword searches and I'll stick that stuff in, and it works for us.
I think the other thing you found too is discounting after a certain amount of time too.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you drop it, if he's the lowest. If you're the lowest and you have all the keyword search, like all the keywords in there, and make sure under platinum keywords as well, you can put it under there too. That's what I would suggest, to make sure in your description, make sure you really talk it up. And but I think he just said it was new, right? They're all new?
Oh, they're new.
They're all new. Okay, so you can't put a description, but you can still put in the keywords for the search. So go in and try that, see what happens. I don't know what the prices are. I mean, with CDs are a good sell if you get the right CD, but everyone's now going with MP3s and stuff, so CDs are just like, oh my god, DVDs.
Yeah.
Like Blu-ray's taking over Blu-ray now too, before Christmas. Yeah, CDs you're going to sit on for probably a little while. Wait it out, and, don't sit focused on those CDs. You know what I mean? Like, we have probably $1,100 or 1,100 items minimum at Amazon right now. And I can't sit there and worry about that baseball glove I sent in 3 months ago. You know what I mean? I got to keep focusing, go. Mm-hmm. And whenever we send in a new FBA shipment, new stuff sells. Whenever I send something new in, so I got 80 items ready to go for tomorrow. As soon as that gets processed at the Amazon Center, I bet you any money right off the hop, 5 things are going to sell. Bang, 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 bang. Other sellers are selling. Other sellers are selling and you're not. Maybe they have those keywords in. So I don't know. As long as you're the lowest, then you're the lowest. And yours are new, so yours are new. So yeah, put in the keyword searches. I keep going keyword searches. But put in the keywords, and that's about all you can really do. Maybe knock it down $1, or maybe knock it down 50 cents.
I'm the only one that's FBA.
Yeah, maybe knock it down 50 cents. From FBA. So you can put that. You can put that in the description as well. I've seen people put that in. That's a fast shipping coming directly from the Amazon Center. And people put that in, and people now have the confidence that it's coming from Amazon, not, Billy who lives in blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's coming from actual Amazon. So they feel a little bit more comfortable with it. So you can put that in the description. So, but I think we better go, guys.
Yes.
We're going to get these kids to bed. So We will talk to you all later. Thanks for stopping in. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for the info. Have a great weekend. You too.
Yes, you as well.
Yeah, we might throw some Instagram pictures up throughout the weekend, so keep an eye out for that. And thanks for coming, everyone. It's great when we have a chat. It gives us something to talk about. At the beginning there, we're sitting there going, what are we doing? So it's nice when we have people to chat to. So, all right. It was $24, and now I'm down to $15. Well, I don't know what's going on then. If you're the cheapest at that much, try the keywords.
Yeah.
That's what I suggest. Just try the keywords, see if that makes a difference for you. Other than that, your rating, your performance rating, is it at 100%? I think even us who like never get complaints, I think we're at like 96%. So I don't know. What do we got? Okay. Okay, thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem. Give it a try and let us know how it goes, either on Instagram or on YouTube here. So, all right. Well, have a good weekend, everybody, and get out there and